Thank you for those introductions. We all sound like a whole bunch of loyalty celebrities slash nerds, depending how you view the world. Yeah, I'd be delighted. We're thrilled. This year, we've done two white papers with our brilliant IP partners, YouGov. The first one we released in March, which was under looking at the British market. And it's a really deep dive paper into all the different things that we need to know about what the British people think about loyalty programs, what they feel about loyalty programs, what they want from them, and then the impacts that they have. And within that paper, we look at kind of key metrics across the whole market, across different demographics. And then we also kind of look at topics like sustainability and the types of rewards and the types of brand partnerships that people want. So it's a really kind of detailed paper, really getting under the skin of what Brits want from loyalty. And it's, gosh, I think it's the fourth one we've now done since we started these back in 2018. So yeah, a really kind of comprehensive paper.
So let's kick off with the British white paper. So we're going to start to take a deep dive into the 8 key findings. And the number one is that loyalty love has reached Taylor Swift proportions. I'd like to point out that I didn't write this heading. If it was a reference to old school Taylor Swift when she was a country singer, I might agree more. But what we're trying to say is that a whopping 97% find at least one loyalty program appealing. And we've actually seen increases across all the metrics this year. So 74% think programs are a great way for brands to reward their customers, which is up from 70%. And 54% think all brands should offer programs, which is up from 48%.
We've kind of broken down membership here by sector. And again, this is something that we've kind of tracked over the years. And the big increase that we've seen this year is especially around kind of supermarkets. So we've seen things like member pricing come in, which has obviously boosted that. And generally just the kind of cost of living crisis we know has kind of led to a lot more people kind of engaging with programs at the moment. Outside that, we've seen huge growth in the restaurant and coffee sector. Big kind of programs, especially in kind of the QSR, with QSR brands. Big programs like My McDonald's, for example, was reintroduced. So kind of pushing up the numbers there. And then down the other end of the scale, we also have some kind of interesting stats. Even though kind of banks and financial services is traditionally a very, very big kind of sector in loyalty, a lot of people aren't kind of recognizing the fact that they're actually members of those kind of programs or receiving rewards from their banks. And that just sits at kind of 5%. Alongside the kind of growth in membership, we've seen a huge increase in brands who are actually looking to utilize tactical loyalty promotions in order to drive awareness, onboarding, and also engagement within their programs.
Loyalty in the UK is really big business. So the biggest programs, Tesco Clubcard, Nectar, Boots, they're really leading the charge. And that's no surprise if you think about it, given the cost of living crisis. Consumers are saying that the financial incentives, they're the things that are driving them towards programs, but also keeping them there. Brand partnerships continue to play a really important role. So we're seeing huge increases in demand for value brands, 25% up from last year, again, pointing to that cost of living crisis. But ultimately, the British loyalty sector remains one of the most advanced, sophisticated and diverse loyalty markets in the world. And the data only suggests that the prevalence of loyalty as a key marketing tool in the UK is only set to continue.